Hey everybody, Hi Shield here. You might be wondering why we are at the character menu for the start of this video, and that is because I just went through and found the 5 missable mobs in this area, those being the Sahagin, the Sea Elemental, the Hermit, the Tangi, and the Killer Fish. All of those enemies are only found in this inner area. I do not have a number spread, so I can't show you exactly what I'm talking about, but there's a whirlpool to the north that blocks us from going out to the outer ocean. So those 5 are only found here, and I was going to have that as part of the video, and instead that took about 20 minutes of me just sailing around the ocean, so I opted not to. So instead, we'll start right here, right after I did all of that. As you can see, we got 2 levels out of it, 2 and some odd thousand gil. So, recap from last episode, we went to this village here, which is Tokal. Spoke to the mayor, who said we had to go east through the desert to find descendants of the ancients, I believe he called them. First battle, we have upgraded goblins. They're called knockers. Oh, I did search some equipment around I want to show you guys once I finish this battle. Alright, so we took the Viking axe off of Ingus solely because he was dealing less damage with the axe due to hitting fewer times. So for now, we'll have the Serpent Sword and the Mithril Sword. Arc is completely unchanged. Lunith, we just took his second Serpent Sword and swapped it out for a Mithril Sword. And Rephia, I put the Fire Staff to her equips since we won't be needing it for both of the caster characters anymore. But that is all I did equipment-wise. We can make our way west. We will also find another battle with a flyer and another knocker. Dealing some pretty decent damage now. Find our first Choco Forest. So in the Choco Forest, you can summon the Fat Chocobo if you have the Geishel Greens, which we don't have any of. And then you can also capture Chocobo, and you can run around on them. So this one in particular is not very helpful since the place we need to go is right here. We'll take a step into the Village of the Ancients. Check the Mognet. Oh, we have a letter from Sarah. Hello, Ingus. Ingus, everyone, how are you doing? Father and I are both fine, as well as the rest of the people in Castle. Stop by and say hi if you have time, from Sarah. Which reminds me, I think I know why we haven't been getting any letters. Because who you get letters from is determined by who is in front of the party. So right now, Ark doesn't have anybody to get letters from. But if we switch to, for instance, Lunith as our leader, we should have a letter from Elder. Yep. From Topapa. Lunith, Ark, how fare you? It's just not the same without you two. Everyone here misses you, and we all pray for your safe return. Second letter. The traveling merchant came to Earth the other day. He was riding a chocobo. They're fine steeds indeed. And if we switch to Rafia, she should have something from her father. Yep. From Taka. Are you doing alright, Rafia? Remember to come straight home once you've completed this journey of yours. There's much work for you to do. Kazis has recovered well from that Jin fiasco. You should come visit when you have the time. And now that I remember that portion of the magnet, we are all caught up on our letters. And periodically we'll just have to do that same thing, rotate through all the characters and make sure we get all their letters. Have you ever seen a chocobo? Such a strange bird it is. They make their home in the woods to the east if you wish to see them. Anything new in the armor shop here? There is some new stuff. So Rafia gets a new chest piece, which is a massive upgrade. Buy 2 flame mails. Because we already have a shell armor on Ingus, we just transfer that to Arc. Excuse me. And hopefully, if there's armor upgrades, there will also be weapon upgrades. Magic Shop has Sight. I'm actually going to buy one of those, because that is the spell I was telling you guys about, where it displays the bigger map. Tier 2 of the elemental spells. So we'll buy one of each of those. We have a Cura, so we're okay there. We'll have to get some more money before we can buy weapons. Would you believe me if I told you that the ground we're standing on, this continent, was a loft? Rubbish, you say? Well, it's nonetheless true. The Tower of Omen is a pillar. The pillar that supports our continent, built by the ancients to bring balance between light and darkness. Our ancestors once built a great civilization, but were punished for their arrogance. That is the catastrophe we now call the Wrath of the Light. They attempted to harness the power of the light. They arrogantly assumed there was nothing they could not do, but they had thought wrong. It is said that 4 warriors emerged from the world of darkness and stopped the destructive forces of light that our ancestors had conquered. But now it is darkness that has emerged, bringing chaos and destruction in its wake. All that we can do is wait for the 4 warriors to appear once again. Our rule commands us to let ourselves be guided by the Great Will. Still have not found a fix to the background music issue. So I really don't know what I will do, if anything, for this first series if this continues. We are the sons and daughters of the ancients, a once great civilization, but now we live by the land, as our rule commands. Long ago, our rule also charged us with guarding the Tower of Omen. So if this ends a little pricey, we are going to rest though. We're low on spell slots from the enemy grinding, trying to find that last missable enemy. What does this general good have? Potion. We see the introduction of high potions, which are 500 health apiece. We don't need those just yet. Needles are not new. Maidens Kiss is not new. Echo Herbs are new. These remove silence, which is always handy for our healer. Mallet we've seen before. Eye drops we've seen. Antidotes we've seen. I'll give you a prize if you run around the edge of the continent on a chocobo. Light and darkness have their own will, a will that transcends that of mere mortals such as you and I, and they are perpetually at war. The crystals exist to bring balance between those two forces. When the balance tilts too far one way, the crystals choose 4 mortals and bless them with their power. Now that the balance is tilted towards darkness, 4 warriors of the light will be chosen and tasked with bringing equilibrium to the world once more. So just some background about the game. So actually, weapons here are not fantastic. Killer bow we don't really need. It would be nice to get the other two elemental staves. And I think what I will do is take up that kid's offer and run around the continent on the chocobo. See if he actually gives us anything. But that I will cut out because that's going to take a little bit. So I will see you guys back at the Village of the Ancients. Alright, so we just finished running around the outside of the continent. See if we actually get anything for that. Inquectable. You actually did it. Well, good work. I mean, good work. Here's your prize. Gnomish bread. Not entirely worth it now that we have sight. So, let us take a look at our map. We'll use that gnomish bread we just got. So we've been to the village that we were told to go to, and they mentioned the Tower of Omen, which that is the purple triangle looking thing to the north where the land splits the two sets of ocean. So we will make our way back to Tokul to the boat, stop by the castle on the way, and then head up north to the Tower of Omen. So I'm gonna split out. All right, before I was so really interrupted by some goblins, I'm going to cut out us traveling back to Tokul. Or, you know, actually, no. The Chocobo's pretty fast. We'll be there in no time. Yeah, we're already here. No point in cutting that out. So, let us equip site and let's make our way north to the castle, which is going to be Castle Argus. And we'll see what's going on, because we were told they were the ones who attacked. Attacked Tokul. And looks like there's nobody here, which is strange. I'm not sure how I feel about an empty castle. Secret doorway. Gives us a bomb fragment and an Antarctic wind. The bomb fragment is the fire version of the Antarctic wind. Deals damage as if you were recasting Fyra. Got restoration wells here. If I'm not mistaken, there is something. Oh, maybe not. I thought that was such a zooming in. But strangely enough, the castle is completely empty. So there's nothing we can do here at the moment. Besides heal. So we will take that as a hint that we should be going. Creatures are being rude today. Take that as a hint, we should be going straight to the Tower of Omen. Which is right here. Alright. And Tower of Omen is the early game dungeon I seem to have the most trouble with consistently, so. We actually don't seem to have the way in. New enemy type, which is the Bardarig. Time to take a dip. We can't dive too deep in there unless we were toads or something. Toads? I hate toads. Don't turn me into one. So we will require the toad spell here because there's no item like the mallet to give you toad. Maiden's Kiss will remove it, but it doesn't give it to you. So I am going to go find a toad spell, and I will meet you guys back here at the Tower of Omen. I'll first a battle on the way out with a new enemy, the Petite Mage. Take care of them real quick, and then I'll cut out to meeting you guys back there. First tier 2 spell. Two new enemies in the overworld, Gorgon and a Lizard Man. Take care of them real quick, but I think I know where we have to go next. If I'm correct, I'll cut us to there rather than inside the tower. Okay, so where we need to be was actually not the Tower of Omen. That was my fault. This north path, or this top path rather, brings us to another Choco Wood, but this bottom path is where we need to be. Which, actually, I'll show you the map first. We are at the cave to the west that we never actually mentioned, which was the important part, the Golden Gulch. You are in Golden Gulch. We Golgans are born sightless, however we are endowed with the power of clairvoyance. We can glimpse into the future. The crystal that gave you your blessing is the crystal of wind. You must go and seek the other three, the crystals of fire, water, and earth. I sense the power of fire from the island of the dwarves. We live in this gulch hidden from the world, for oftentimes knowing the future leads to misfortune. If darkness engulfs the world, everything will be consumed by the void. When the balance between light and darkness is broken, it will give birth to an unstoppable force that will destroy the world. The powers of darkness have hidden the light from the remaining crystals, and the crystals themselves have chosen to seal their powers. When the tower begins to crumble, spewing flames of doom, is when the man who changes destinies will awaken. The living wood, the weeping trees are calling for you. The earthquake was only the beginning. The great tremors that swallowed the crystals, the light of our world, only to spawn monsters from the depths of the scarred land, are nothing but harbingers of what is yet to come. So we'll go over here first, because that center Gulligan is our story progression. Mage robe, ice staff, fire staff. And I think the mage robe is what we just bought, but never equipped. Have an ice staff, so we have blizzard on Repia now. Well, Blizzard on use, rather. Use the spell and enter the Tower of Omen to the north. Dash your destiny awaits. Obtain the spell Toad. The Tower of Omen is filled with machinery. That is where Dash's destiny awaits. So now I will cut us back to the Tower of Omen. Alright, so we're back here at the Tower of Omen. Do a couple of things. So first we're going to store our inventory. Cure Loon's Silence. And we're going to give him the Toad spell, because I would rather have the charges on Refia. Actually, no, I'd rather have Luneth's charges. Give him the 3 black spells we bought. Give him back Blind. Give him back Blizzard. And we'll give Refia Toad. And Toad is the same thing, you can use on all party members at once. And we're Toads now. In Toad form, you're pretty useless. So once we get into the Tower of Omen, we're going to use our 4 Maiden's Kisses and cure the team. And the Tower of Omen is our next dungeon. I welcome you to the Tower of Omen and your doom. And even here, there's no background music, but I guess I'll just stop harping on it. I mean, it sucks, but there's unfortunately nothing I can really do about it. The first enemy inside the tower is the Pugman. And personally, I feel like this is one of the harder early game dungeons solely because you have to either save a spell slot to leave or complete it in one run. So there's quite a few hidden items. And I just found out the hard way that petite mages can petrify on hit. Hee. I don't know, maybe I'll have an easy time in here since I'm recording. New enemy with this battle, we get a Bloodbat. Arc hitting 8 times from his job level now, which is really good. Gives sort of a natural progression to the jobs getting higher in level. Which actually, we haven't checked that yet. Let's see. So Ingus is job level 12, Arc is 14, Luneth is 13, and Reapy is 14. So they're all they're pretty even. They're within a level or 2 of each other. And another Spark Dagger just to add on to that 8-hit 8-hit attack that Arc has. So this is blocked off by an invisible wall. So that path is blocked by an invisible wall, but we'll take care of that here. You will never find your way through this place. So my mistake, the invisible wall was the way through. Just had to activate it. Some echo herbs. And honestly, this is, knock on wood, not been too bad for this run through. Got a split path here. So I'll go the other way. Got a new enemy here. Augiski. Reskins of the dark faces. Excuse me. Arc is just dealing insane damage right now. Between the 8 hits and those 2 spark daggers. So, backtrack a little bit, take this path for some echo herbs and a bomb fragment. So, Arc got silenced in that fight. I'm not too concerned about it because he doesn't use any spells. I'd rather save those echo herbs for the 2. I'm going to start making an interruption counter for the enemies. I'd rather save the echo herbs for Lunith and Revia, since they actually use spells. So at least while we're in here, he's going to stay silenced. But we're like 2/3, 3/4 of the way done here. So honestly, it's not been too bad. Sonic Knuckles, nobody can equip. Those are, I think, Monk exclusives. They're 28 damage. I don't know if maybe it was the extra levels we had from grinding out those skippable mobs. Salaman Sword is a fire-infused sword. 30 damage. Give that to Ingus. Oops, actually. There we go. Give that to Ingus, since he's got advance. Maybe I'll just try and stop talking this episode. So give Ingus the Salaman Sword, increases damage, because he's got advance, which makes him deal more damage, so. Ingus did also get silenced. Same situation as Arc, I don't actually care. Did get Flame Mail, which we bought at the other store. So a lot of stuff we gotta save money on, but it is what it is. We've got 4K already again, and we haven't really sold anything this game playthrough yet. Oh boy, again, we haven't really sold anything this playthrough yet, so money situation is not too off considering. Zeus's Wrath. Really? The second I try and read off the chest. Zeus's Wrath. That is the same thing as the other 2. It's just the Thunder version. So, Ingus's Poison, cure that. Cure Lunith of his Silence. I think we're getting close. Yeah, this is the boss room. So, I'm gonna heal up. I'm not gonna use any spells because I want to have as much available for the boss as I can. I, Medusa, will destroy this tower in the name of our Lord, in the name of our Lord Zand, and plunge these lands into eternal darkness. Hee hee hee, you cannot stop me. Prepare to die. Oops. Sorry, I had auto battle on from the random encounters. Try and steal on this first turn. So Medusa is our first boss that can attack twice in one turn, so I'll keep an eye for that. I think she's weak to... I think it's lightning, so that's why they gave us the Zeus's Wrath. Even if it's not, a level 3 spell's gonna deal a good amount of damage anyway. Alright, last steel turn. I'm not going to try it again after that. Yeah. And that's why I have a hard time here. Stuff like that can happen. I'll do that. Okay. I was about to say I'm a little bit more comfortable, but... Also, if you didn't notice, if you cure Petrification, it clears your other status effects because it's a, it's almost like an overriding status. It acts as if the party member is KO'd. And honestly, she is just being rude. Oh boy. I can't wait to get our second set of jobs. Gives me so much more diversity in the party, which will help out a lot with stuff like this. That's not comfortable either. No, oh my god, okay. And now we can see what I meant by the bosses will start ramping up. Dash, don't get too close to the fire. I think it's going to blow up. I finally remember everything. I'm the guardian of this tower, an ancient, as you call us. I was asleep for a very long time. I was supposed to awaken when this tower was in danger. I guess I slept a bit too long. It took me forever to remember my task. The damage is extensive, but it's not too late. At this rate, the floating continent will be flung away from the sun. The negative effects on its inhabitants are unimaginable. I'll go inside and try to stabilize the tower. I guess this is a goodbye. I thank you for everything you've done for me, and it was fun being with you guys. Desh, no, you're going to die if you go in there. This is my destiny. Go to the Dwarf's Island. That is where you'll find the power of fire. I won't forget you. Goodbye. Dash. Aye. Yow. Ouch. The Enterprise? Did Dash send us here? Look, the maelstrom's weakening. We can get out. We are in Dash's debt. We must go onwards to the Dwarves' Island. Dash, please be safe. And this is what I meant at the start of the episode. So this whirlwind here was stopping us from going further out. So this is the outer ocean. So now that we have access to this, there are more missable enemies to get. But this episode is already kind of long, so I will do that at the start of the next episode. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.